Unfortunately, there are a few plot lines we have missed. Refined grains, wheat, sugary drinks, and fruit juice.
Starting with, once you create, just go high fitness farm.
Yes, because I know it's without looking at this.
Welcome back to my channel. So, housemates are rehearsing for their wager. As usual, when it's Friday, they always rehearse on the stage before the main event. In fact, the stage is not even fully decorated. So Biggie called them group by group to come and rehearse for their wager. So this week's wager is about fitness check, and the house is divided into two groups. One meat-based diet group and plant-based diet group. They are going to argue the benefits of whichever group they fall under. Now, Biggie called meat-based diet group to come and do their rehearsal. Now, the rehearsal is whereby they practice ahead for tonight's presentation or debates. They arrange themselves, they kind of adjust one or two. They show stage presence, how they are going to come on stage, how they are going to coordinate each other. Now, members of meat-based diet, we have Bright Morgan, we have Big So, we have Talma Lawson, we have Mensan, we have Ivata, we have Sabrina, we have Koyi, we have Faith, we have Danboskid, we have Ibifubara, we have Zita, we have Kai Kumi, we have Culture, we have Victory, and we have Kola. Now, Kola is more like a moderator. He's playing a moderator role.
Right, Morgan, along with my partners in life.
Sorry, my love. Try not to pace. It's distracting. If you have a podium, you speak projecting for your
Meat-based diet, they are done with their rehearsal. Biggie gave them a particular time to do their rehearsal. Now it's time for plant-based diet group to come on stage and do their rehearsal. These are members of plant-based diet. We have Jason J, Gigi Jasmine, Mide Ortega, Day, Imisi Sultana, Tracy, Denari, Isabella, Doris, K-Bobo, Joanna. We have Ruboy. So that's it. They come to the stage, do their rehearsal, arrange themselves.
Starting with, once you create, just go high fitness farm.
yes, because I know it's without looking at this.
It is wager o'clock. Now, meat-based diet, they are all wearing black and white. Though some are wearing pure black, some are wearing pure white. So it falls under the same dress code. Now, Zita is proving stubborn that no, I'm going to wear pink. I don't have this color. Now, Sabrina, more like the coordinator of the group, she spoke to her. And I think Big Soso was like, that's how these young girls do, this Gen Z. They do what they like. So they were trying to call Danboski to talk to her. Later on, she wore their color. Kola didn't wear black and white or anything like that. He wore something like, what's the color he wore? He sure didn't wear any of that because he is playing the role of a moderator. Now, the other group, they wore different colors. They didn't follow any dress code. Yeah, they didn't follow any dress code. So the stage is set and both groups are in the arena. As usual, Biggie greeted the housemates, introduced the team of the week, and he said this debate is divided into four parts. We have the introduction, we have the main argument, we have the rebuttals, we have closing remarks. So each of those four elements has a time frame. The debate starts, and Biggie said, meat-based diets should start with their opening statement. But one beautiful thing this group did is when they came on stage, the first speaker was Bright Morgan. He introduced himself, and every member of that group introduced themselves. So after their own opening statement, the other group, plant based, had to come in to do their opening statement, but they did not introduce any member of the group. Now they followed that process. The introduction, this group will do introduction, the other group will come and do introduction. That's how they went about the debate. So they are all done with their wager debate. And Biggie says, head of house review the presentation of your team. And it was like, is it that he's going to review for both teams? Biggie said, your team. So apparently he's going to review for his group because he falls under meat-based diet. And he reviewed it. He said they did great. But if he's going to score them, they did 9/10 in their work. And he told Joanna to review, and Joanna was like, her own team plant based, they highlighted a lot of things that meat based did not highlight. And Biggie was like, that's all right. Biggie said to meat based outlined their arguments and introduced their members. Plant based started well but couldn't finish in time. You know, when you copy somebody and you don't have the brains to know how to go about what you've copied. So Biggie said Team Plant Based used all their time to counter meat based diets. And he said, Faith, you did brilliant. Tracy, well done. Danboskids, well done. So these people I mentioned did not use paper to read. Most of the housemates were using paper to read, like they were reading newspaper. So the winner of this week's wager is, let me rephrase it, the winner of the debate is Team Meat Based. And they are going to be in charge of the kitchen and food rationing. And they were so happy and excited. They carried Faith. Faith was so good that he had to carry cucumber and meat. He used it to make an example while doing his presentation. There's no period he used paper to read. Nah. Talma glanced through paper, but she tried. Its base were so hyper. People like Mensa were shouting, kill the chicken, kill the chicken. And Big Brother said they actually earned points with their dress code. Doris and Gigi, they said Sultana did not read loud and she was too fast. Sabrina was so happy. She even gave credit to somebody that gave her pants, that's her trouser that she wore, because she said she doesn't have black. She opened her box and she was like, oh, it's so person that gave her. And she was telling them, Ortega, that her group, there was so much fight. She had to manage a lot, so much disagreement. In fact, that Victory was the only one that didn't read the book. So Faith found out that Inisi stole his paper. Guys, thank you so much. See you on the very next video. Bye.